Go for it, Sam. I tell you, go for it.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV couples with the best chemistry.
Listen, Jim.
I love you. And I trust you.
I'd meant something like that.
For this list, we'll be looking at couples on the small screen who dazzled us with their electric connection. If we missed any of your favorites, let us know in the comments. Number 10, Magnus and Alec, Shadowhunters. A warlock Shadowhunter love affair. What more could we ask for? Magnus and Alec might not be the most well-known relationship on this list, but with chemistry like this, they definitely should be. The romantic drama in the Shadowhunters series usually centers around Clary and Jace, but the chemistry between the actors who play Magnus and Alec, Harry Shum Jr. and Matthew Daddario, is the real highlight of the show.
You know what's not an understatement?
There are so many wonderful moments, but the one where they mutually propose to each other has to be our favorite. Not everyone gets a happy ending, but these two deserve it.
Alexander Gideon Lightwood, will you marry me? Only if you'll marry me too.
Number 9, Emma and Hook, Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time is literally about fairy tale characters, so you know there's going to be some swoon-worthy chemistry going on.
Is that all your father's life is worth to you?
Please. You couldn't handle it.
Perhaps you're the one who couldn't handle it.
But from the moment that swashbuckling pirate Captain Hook came swaggering onto our screens, we knew that he and Emma Swan would take the cake for the best. Both characters have such fiery personalities. During their first moments, Emma ties Hook to a tree and he flirts with her mercilessly.
You need me alive.
Why?
Because we both want the same thing. To get back to your land.
But as the show goes on, the two form a strong mutual bond, and prove time and time again just how steamy a fairy tale kiss can be.
Emma Swan. Will you marry me?
Number 8, Monica and Chandler, Friends. You know what they say, the best relationships start as friendships.
There's a nuclear holocaust. I'm the last man on Earth. Would you go out with me?
And the very best ones use seasons and seasons of comedic chemistry to their advantage. Monica and Chandler don't start out on each other's radar romantically, but there are hints to their eventual relationship throughout the early seasons.
When we're 40, if neither of us are married, what do you say you and I get together and have one?
Why won't I be married when I'm 40?
Oh, no. I just meant hypothetically.
Chandler asks Monica if she'll be his backup, and Monica knows secrets about Chandler he hasn't shared with the rest of the gang. See third nipple.
You are dead meat.
I didn't know it was a big secret.
Oh, it's not big. Not at all. You know, kind of the same lines as, say, I don't know, having a third nipple.
While their eventual hooking up in London Baby does come as a bit of a shock, it should have been no surprise to fans who had closely watched their comedic yet flirtatious energy from day one.
You think you knew I was here?
Number 7, Jake and Damie, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The first of many office romances on this list, Jake and Amy really bring that competitive energy we love to their chemistry.
Jake wins, Amy loses.
He makes her smile with his silly antics, though she pretends she doesn't like it, and her organizational skills keep him in check, and make him smile, though he wouldn't admit it.
So a lot of change around here, huh?
Actors Andy Samberg and Melissa Fumero do an incredible job of playing up that push and pull, amping up the characters' differences only to show how those same differences bring the couple closer together.
Amy Santiago, will you marry me?
Jake Peralta, I will marry you.
Their rivalry may end, but we're thankful they never lose that competitive edge with each other. Gotta keep things interesting. Number 6. Ian and Mickey Shameless. Sometimes couples have to go through hard times to become stronger than ever, and no one knows that better than Ian and Mickey on Shameless. Early on in the drama's run, these two were adversaries, and even when their feelings for each other began to bloom, things were hard, particularly for Mickey, who had a tough time with coming out.
Don't do this.
Nothing about this relationship seems easy, but the actors, Noel Fisher and Cameron Monaghan, step into their roles with ease and create a couple with explosive chemistry. The pair has gone through so many evolutions, but the actors have been able to keep up working together in their performances to make sure Galovich fans are satisfied.
This is marriage, though, man. It's kind of a big step, don't you think?
I love you. And I trust you.
Number 5. Nick and Jess, New Girl.
I'm saying stop trying to take care of everyone.
Oh my God.
What?
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 Nothing. What?
What?
When you have a sitcom where your female protagonist moves in with 3 male roommates, you can bet, by the constructs of television, that she'll end up with one of them. In New Girl's case, there was no question who that man would be.
See? I was right.
What do you mean you're right?
You're wrong.
You see the way he's buttering me up so he can move in on you?
Why can't you just admit that you were wrong?
How have you lived this long on your own?
Right from the jump, Nick and Jess had some of the strangest yet sweetest chemistry we've seen yet. It may seem odd at first glance. Jess has such a bubbly personality and Nick is not what you might describe as sunny, and possibly doesn't wash his bath towels. But there's no question that some part of his weird sense of humor gets Jess's weird sense of humor. And that's beautiful.
Damn it!
What's wrong with your hand?
I burnt it in your damn soup!
Well,
Is that what
who
you want?
burns their hand in soup?
I do!
You're a mess!
You are so annoying with those shorts!
Number 4. Jim and Pam, The Office. Your office flirts wish they had the chemistry of Jim and Pam. Whether they're throwing things at each other, cracking jokes across the room, or secretly pining after each other, these two knew how to turn up the chemistry.
Listen, Jim.
What makes this couple so fun is the mockumentary framework of The Office itself, which gives the audience the chance to catch Jim and Pam in their private moments when they think no one's watching. The actors do an amazing job at keeping the relationship and the chemistry feel grounded.
Totally. Pam. Sorry. Are you free for dinner tonight?
Yes.
All right. Then it's a date.
It feels so real, you sometimes forget it's not a documentary. That is, until Michael Scott does something utterly ridiculous.
That's just the way we talk in the clink. Been a lot of fun talk about prison today.
Number 3. Joey and Pacey, Dawson's Creek. It was a chemistry so good, the actors literally willed the relationship into existence. Casual fans of Dawson's Creek might think it's all about the relationship between Katie Holmes' Joey and James Van Der Beek's Dawson, but diehard fans know it was all about Joey and Pacey, played by Joshua Jackson.
Did you know?
Did I know what?
This was a dream come true.
Which part?
All of it.
Pacey and Joey didn't really get along in the first season, but according to the show creator Kevin Williamson, he knew there was a spark between the two even then.
I was just thinking to myself that, when you loosen up, you're not half bad to be around. Bordering on fun, even.
The spark was so magnetic that the couple even dated in real life. Holmes even called Jackson her first love. Now that's chemistry. Number 2, Derek and Meredith, Grey's Anatomy. Only these two could get married off of a post-it note and make it look romantic.
This is our wedding. A post-it?
Mm-hmm. If you sign it.
Meredith and Derek are basically forced to have incredible chemistry right off the bat. Their first scene together in Grey's Anatomy is their morning after scene.
Goodbye.
Derek.
Right, Meredith.
They then need to keep the chemistry alive through all the drama that a Shonda Rhimes original brings. Between wives, boyfriends, and surgical procedures, it's amazing how these two are able to revel in their quiet moments together, grounding the characters while madness unfolds around them.
I love you, Meredith Grey. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
we certainly do pick them, choose them, and love them. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Bones and Booth. Bones. Fossils and crime solving will keep us together. Rory and Jess. Gilmore Girls. The best of the bad boys and good girls.
Then she appeared, the first photograph on Fox Talbot's jail.
David and Patrick. Schitt's Creek. They're simply the best.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met.
Chuck and Blair. Gossip Girl. XOXO, we love you, Chuck and Blair.
You were amazing out there. I don't want this moment to ever end, where everything's nothing.
Olivia and Fitz. Scandal. Infidelity never looked so good. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jamie and Claire. Outlander. Time-traveling lovers are the best lovers, especially when they're in the beautiful hills of Scotland. Let's face it, when most of your scenes are of a sexual nature, you've really got to sell the relationship.
Take off your shirt. I want to look at you.
And not only do Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan really nail the physical stuff as Jamie and Claire, they land the softer, more emotional moments too.
I would very much like to kiss you. May I?
Yes.
It would be easy to make the show all about the physical, but the mutual respect and emotional depth between Jamie and Claire is what really pushes the show over the edge.
Time doesn't matter, Sasnak. You will always be beautiful to me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.